The humble village of Ajaya, Bola struggles to keep her small restaurant, Bola's Kitchen, alive while raising a lively 10-year-old son, Yemi. One fateful day, a weary stranger named Deo stumbles into her life, seeking food and shelter. Despite her own hardships, Bola's compassion leads her to help him, unaware that this single act of kindness will change her life forever. But as whispers of the stranger spread through the village, and unexpected events begin to unfold. Long ago, in the quiet village of Ajaya, there lived a woman named Bola Adikono. She was known for her kindness, but her life was far from easy. Bola owned a small restaurant, Bola Kitchen, passed down from her late father. The building was old, its walls cracked from years of wear, and the wooden sign above the door changed with every gust of wind. Despite her struggles, Bola's heart was as big as the baobab trees that lined the village. She worked tirelessly with her 10-year-old son, Yemi, a boy full of mischief and dreams. Together, they sell simple meals to the villagers, with little customers that sometimes come to the restaurant. With bills piling up, food supplies and customers grew scarce. Still, Bola pressed on, her spirit unbroken. One afternoon, as the village endured the heat of the relentless sun, Bola spotted a figure sitting beneath the shade of a palm tree. The man's clothes were tattered, and his face was worn, like someone who had traveled far and suffered much. "Yemi," Bola called, her voice soft but firm. "Look at that man over there. He must be hungry." Yemi frowned. "Mama, we barely have enough for ourselves." Bola smiled, brushing a strand of hair from her face. "Kindness is not measured by how much we have. Go and call him." Reluctantly, Yemi went to fetch the man. When he approached the restaurant, Bola greeted him warmly. "Welcome, stranger. Sit and rest. I will bring you something to eat." The man introduced himself as Deo. His voice was deep but weary, and his eyes held a sadness that Bola could not ignore. She served him her last plate of jollof rice for the day, watching as he ate with the desperation of a starving man. "Thank you," Deo said when he finished, his voice trembling. "I don't know how to repay you. You hardly know me, yet you have helped me." Bola smiled gently, her voice soothing. "There is no need for repayment. Kindness is a gift we give because we care, not for what we can receive in return. I helped because it was the right thing to do." Bola waved her hand dismissively. "The world is already hard enough." When Yemi asked the beggar about his family and where he come from, the beggar looked down. "I have no family, no one left to turn to, and I have no place to go," he said, his voice barely above a whisper. Bola looked at the man with sympathy, her eyes softening as he spoke. A silence hung in the air, the weight of his words pressing down on both of them. Bola, who had been listening, felt a deep pull in her heart. She could not bear to see him so alone, so lost. "Rest here tonight," she said. "We have a spare room and we will see what tomorrow brings." Deo stayed in Bola's spare room, a tiny space at the back of the restaurant. He was quiet but hardworking, helping with chores and repairs. Over time, Yemi grew fond of him, and the villagers began to notice his presence. One day, Mama Tinu, the village chief gossip, approached Busy, a young woman who occasionally helped at Bola Kitchen. "Who is that man?" Mama Tinu whispered. "Why is Bola housing a beggar?" Busy replied. "Bola has always been kind, even to strangers. Maybe this one needs help." The gossip spread, but Bola paid no mind. Araola, the village carpenter, even offered Deo tools to fix the restaurant's broken furniture. "It is good to see someone lending a hand around here," Araola said with a smile. One evening, while Yemi and Deo were playing outside, a group of men arrived at Bola Kitchen. Their leader, Ajola, slammed a ledger onto the counter. Behind him were his henchmen, Ogombayai and Gok, who loomed menacingly. "We have come to collect the debt," they said. Bola's heart sank. She had borrowed money months ago to keep the restaurant alive, but business had been slow. "I need more time," she pleaded. You have had enough time, Ajola snapped. If you cannot pay, we will take the restaurant. Deo stepped forward, his calm demeanor masking the storm brewing inside him. Leave her alone, he said firmly. Ajola sneered. And who are you to interfere? Deo's eyes flashed with determination. A man who cannot stand by while good people are mistreated. The men laughed but left after delivering a warning. Bola had 2 weeks to pay. The next morning, Deo was gone. Bola and Yemi searched the village but found no trace of him. Days turned into weeks, and life returned to its usual rhythm. Bola feared she would lose her restaurant, but she refused to give up. Then, one day, a grand procession arrived in Ajaya. Drummers in colorful traditional Yoruba attire led the way, and villagers, including Iriti, gathered in awe. At the center of the procession was Deo, no longer in rags but dressed in the regal robes of a prince. Bola gasped, her hands flying to her mouth. Prince Deo. He stepped forward, his expression softening when he saw her. Yes, Bola. I am the heir to Ayatoro in Yoruba land. And I owe you my life. Deo explained his journey and how her kindness had restored his faith in humanity. What Bola did not know was that Deo was not who he appeared to be. He was Prince Deo Adeyemi, heir to the throne of Ayatoro land. For months, he had wandered the countryside in disguise, searching for genuine kindness in a world he believed was consumed by greed and pretense. His father, King Adetokonbo Adeyemi, had sent him on this journey to prepare him for leadership. Find truth, the king had said. Not wealth, not beauty, not power, but truth. He said, you gave when you had little, without knowing who I was. For that, I will never forget you. With the king's blessings, Deo helped Bola transform her restaurant into a bustling establishment. It became a place of joy and laughter, attracting visitors from far and wide. The once struggling business now thrived, and Bola Kitchen became the heart of Ajaya. But Deo visits did not stop there. Over time, he and Bola grew closer, their bond deepening with each shared moment. Yemi adored him, often calling him Uncle Deo. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Deo knelt before Bola in the village square. Bola, you taught me the meaning of true kindness. Will you allow me to stand by your side, not as a prince, but as a man who loves you? Tears filled Bola's eyes as she nodded, her heart full. The villagers cheered, their voices echoing into the night, with Yemi in the background cheering with laughter. Moral of the story. The story of Bola and Prince Deo became a legend in Ajaya, a reminder that kindness has the power to change lives. It taught the villagers that true worth is not in gold or power but in the goodness of one heart. And so, Bola Kitchen remained a symbol of hope, where the aroma of food mixed with the warmth of compassion, a place where strangers became family and love found its way. The end. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more captivating folktales filled with lessons and inspirations.